Number 1. Guess the game. Initial Hindi name Ashtapad and Chaturanga. Persian travelers named Shatranj and English name is chess. Origin India, Bharat. History. There are some indications of board games similar to chess in the archaeological sites of Indus Valley. Civilization around 5000 BC. Number 2. Guess the game. Kallaripattu, world's first martial arts. Origin Southwest India. History Kallaripattu is the mother of all martial art forms. It's gaining in popularity because it uniquely combines defense techniques, dance, yoga, and healing systems. 3. Polo. Real name Sagol Kangji Kangjai Bazi or Polo. Origin Manipur, Bharat. History This is Sagol Kangji, the origins of modern day polo. Legend has it that Manipur's deity king Kangba invented the game in the 14th century BC and that in 33 AD. 4. Guess the game. Gymnastics. Origin Ancient Greece. History Gymnastics was developed by the ancient Greeks around 500 BCE. They used it as a method to prepare men for warfare. 5. Guess the game. Kho. Origin Ancient India. History Many historians believe that Kho was famous for its run and chase in ancient times, was mainly played on the raths or chariots, and was known as Rathera by the emperors. 6. Guess the game. Badminton. Real name Puna. Origin Bharat, India. History British Army officers learned the game about 1870. In 1873, the Duke of Beaufort introduced the sport at his country estate, badminton, from which the game derives its name. 7. Guess the game. Cards. Origin Spain. History Like their originals, the first European cards were hand painted, making them luxury goods for the rich. 8. Guess the game. Gyan Chopar, Mokshapat, and Mokshapatmu. Modern names snakes and ladders. Origin Ancient India or Ancient Bharat. It was invented by Hindu spiritual teachers. The game was called Leela and reflected the Hinduism consciousness around everyday life. Another name for it was the ladder to salvation. 9. Guess the game. Kabaddi. Bharat origin. It is believed that this 4000-year-old sport originated in Tamil Nadu. Moreover, the sport is recognized in 5 forms in our country: Suranjeevi, Gamini, Amar, Circle, and Gungi. 10. Guess the game. Pachisi, Ludo. India, Bharat. Ludo was first played in the 6th century and the game was called Pachisi, evolved from a very ancient game called Chaucer, played by Kauravas and Pandavas. Many historians point out that there is a depiction of this game in the caves of Ellora. 11. Guess the game. Dhanush Ban or archery. Origin Ancient Bharat, Africa, Middle Stone Ages for hunting. History The composite bow in India was being used by 2nd millennium BCE. The bow was used extensively on foot as well on chariots. It was incorporated into the standing armies of the Mahajanaparas and used in mounted warfare on horses, camels, and elephants. 12. Guess the game. Kushti, Malla Yudh, or wrestling. Origin Ancient Bharat and France. History In India, wrestling was known as Malla Yudh, hand to hand combat, and several references can be found in the ancient epics like the Ramayana and Mahabharata. In fact, Bhima, the second of the 5 Pandava brothers in the Mahabharata, was considered the strongest man wrestler in the epic and was known as an accomplished wrestler. Also, it was depicted by the people who lived near the Lascaux cave in France over 15,300 years ago. It can be traced back to the Sumerians who lived around 5,000 years ago. Guess the game. Swimming. Libyan Desert in England. England is credited as the first country to participate in swimming as a recreation and competitive sport, and the National Swimming Society of England organized these early competitions, which were immediately popular. Swimming first appeared at the Olympics in 1896 as a men's sport. 14. Boxing. Origin Mesopotamia by the Sumerian civilization. The first evidence of boxing dates back to the beginning of the Bronze Age, where Sumerian artifacts were found in Iraq with paintings showing two men punching each other. 15. Guess the game. Malakhamba. Malakhambh. Origin Bharat, India. History Malakhambh is an Indian traditional sport played dated back in 2nd century BCE, in which a gymnastic performs an aerial yoga or gymnastic postures and wrestling grips in concert with a vertical stationary hanging wooden pole, cane, or rope. The word Malakhambh also refers to the pole used in the sport. The pole is usually made from shisham, Indian rosewood polished with castor oil. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe.